the end of January,
Okay.
and started working full time in this project at that point. And
Wow.
I don't
Yeah.
think that I, to be fair, appreciated how intense this would be.
Oh yeah, project. Yeah,
It's
it's big.
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of
Mm,
work.
putting your heart and soul into it, and yeah, it's
Mm.
24/7. Wait till it launches. Then there's no sleep, and yeah, but
Yeah, 16 to 20 hour days have kind of become the norm.
oh,
Like I went to sleep at about 11:40 p.m. last night. Was up at 3 a.m. this morning, but
oof.
I was up at 1 a.m. the night before. So I reckon I'm probably due for a nano nap for a couple of hours during the day today, I think.
Definitely. Well, it'll be all worth it once reward miners massive in the crypto space. You know, you've got to put the hours in, haven't you, to create these amazing projects for investors and for the team and everyone
Yeah, I
in the
mean,
community.
when you're getting people that are obviously investing in you and backing your vision, then it's really important that you deliver and that you provide service. So that's probably, I guess, the main thing for me. Just the weight of responsibility. I think is probably the most daunting thing. Is that you've got a lot of people that have obviously invested in what you're trying to achieve, and what you're doing, and you want to see them do well. So that's really what drives me. Because I know that if
Definitely,
if obviously our investors do well, I'm going to make money.
yeah, how it should be, and yeah, how it's daunting, it's exciting, it's challenging, it's you need sort of 4 arms and legs for running a project. I've been a mod in a project. It did 75 mil market cap, in the days when they were just reward tokens, and yes, I just ran the VC 16 hours a day, so and it did really well, a good success, and then it turned out the devs were sort of low. Slow rugging it, so they weren't developing any apps or any utilities that they promised, and so that's how Whalecoin Talk was set up. The investors that lost money there, we set this up, and they all got the money back, through building an AMA group and finding great projects for them to invest in the future and trying to avoid sort of these scam
That
projects.
Yeah, that's really, really funny. Because one of the drivers behind Reward Miner Coin, was that when and I don't want, I guess, tell the full story, but I was involved in investing in a project that was like one of the very first, I suppose, copycat BUSD reflection rewards projects after EGC went so well. I was a pre-sale investor in EGC, and I'm still a whale in Evergrow. I think that they will come back at some point and do very well. Um, but I made a lot of money in Evergrow. Obviously, they blew up to sort of 1.6 billion, market cap, and I sold sort of pretty close to a fair chunk, pretty close to all-time high, and I reinvested some of that into a couple of different projects. But I become friends with a group of people who are invested in this particular project, and this particular project, it had a fair bit of promise, right? And we actually were pretty bullish on the thing. But this guy that was running it, he just didn't execute. Like, it was all talk, and um, they're still running. They launched like December last year, but they're almost a year on, and they haven't even released a rewards dashboard. Um,
Oh gosh.
so or even they don't even have a buy button on their website for their token. Like, it just the director just went MIA.
Mm,
And a lot of the investors, or the private sale investors, like, that were invested in that particular token, we all sort of got together and a lot of those investors are actually they form the core team of Reward Miner Coin, and we're basically running Reward Miner Coin, I suppose, as almost a reverse engineered, version of that project. Like all the things that we hated about that project, we've worked our butts off to make Reward Miner Coin different. So, yeah.
Well, that's it. Yeah, you sort of adapt and you learn by being an investor, and then say I can come up with something better and do well in the future. But yeah, we've been yapping away here, and it's just gone 9 o'clock, so I'll start the recording. Do you want me to call you Reward Miner, or do you want me to call you something else?
Luke Jackman.
Luke. Okay.
Yep.
That's great. Right, so I'll start the recording, and we can get into the Reward Miner project for the investors.
No worries at all. So.
Okay, welcome to the Wellcoin Talk community. I'm Glenn, your host. Today we have Reward Miner joining us. Reward Miner Coin is a hyper-deflationary passive income generating cryptocurrency with rewards in BUSD. The Reward Miner Coin will be supported by an ecosystem of complementary revenue generating business modules where, when I looked at the white paper, there's over, I think, 10 utilities to start with, and a lot more utilities in the future. So that's great and super exciting for our community investors to hear about this today. So, yeah, before we go into that though, Luke, can you give us and introduce yourself, your background and experience? Thanks.
Yeah, sure. So my name's Luke Jackman. I'm the CEO founder of Reward Miner Coin. So I live in Australia on the East Coast in a place called Newcastle, which is about 2 and a bit hours north of Sydney. So I'm a father of 5. My wife, we're sort of, like I said, a blended family. I've got 3, she's got 2, but we're all sort of one big Brady bunch, so to speak. I guess career or work history is in the sales and marketing arena. So I've worked with a lot of different businesses, from a consultancy standpoint to help them, promote themselves and generate funnels online, and help them convert leads that we generate within the digital space. I've also, I guess, over the last sort of 3 and a bit years, been working in the mining sales technology space. So I worked for a mining technology company and built a lot of relationships within the mining industry and the civil construction sector. My journey in crypto is only sort of a relatively new one. I've been trading for a bit over 3 years. I've certainly had, like most investors, like my fair share of ups and downs, wins and losses. And I mean, I was quite lucky that I'm actually still within the crypto space, to be fair, because when I first started investing, like I sort of, as I normally am, a bull out of the gate. I'm either all in or not at all. And I invested $75,000. And I say investing loosely because when I first started trading, I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. And I was losing money left, right, and center, chasing every green candle that ever existed. I'd invest on it. People would take profit and I'd end up getting hung out to dry every single time. So, but within 3 months, I actually had a wallet dusted. So I actually lost $60,000 from my wallet being compromised. And I was very lucky that I'd been able to meet someone within the crypto space that was quite knowledgeable, and he sort of felt sorry for me. And he mentored me how to actually, trade crypto properly and how to read charts and 50 and 200-day moving averages, and got me involved in a lot of like wild trading groups, and networking within the space. And I sort of clawed back sort of what I'd lost from that dust event, to building like a crypto portfolio of just over $1.5 million. Now, I'd had, I guess, some pretty good success. I was at an Evergrow pre-sale investor, made a lot of money there, and a lot of the money that was actually used to effectively create the ecosystem and cover a lot of the upfront costs, like for the reward miner coin is actually from profits made in Evergrow. I think there's probably like a lot of projects like that are probably being sparked up like from similar sort of experiences. But I've got like a couple of my guys who I can introduce, who I believe are on the call.
To unmute anyone, I can unmute them if they want to introduce themselves. I've got
Sure.
Drew. Drew's part of the team, yeah.
Yeah, Drew, and Josh.
Yeah, Josh. Okay. I've unmuted them now, so yeah.
Quite sure. Can you see Andrew Rouse in the list there somewhere? You've got Justin Swan.
Let's have a look. Yeah, if you guys raise your hands, then you'll come to the top of the list. There's quite a few people in here tonight. So, I've got Royal. Someone called Royal. Looking for an Andrew and Josh. You just raise your hand. You'll come to the top of the list. And we can unmute you.
Anyway,
yeah, let's carry on. Don't know if Drew or Josh want to introduce themselves. No, you can carry on, Luke.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, so I guess what we tried to, or what we're trying to do here with the Reward Miner Coin project, and how I guess it was all sort of conceptualized, and why we're doing it is that we sort of felt that there was a really, really gross lack of decent projects that were, that the level of these projects that were being served up to the DeFi space was pretty ordinary for a large part. We, the core group that started Reward Miner Coin, we sort of all had our own sort of, I guess, bitch and gripes about what was happening with some of the projects, like rug pulls and project teams that they start a project and they've got they're not doxed, there's not they've got their project team wallets like locked for 3 months, and they start these projects and then they just dump on their investors, being like wrecked by early traders. So you miss out on a pre-sale, you buy in at launch, and then all of the private sale and pre-sale investors that bought into the coin earlier just dump on you for profit, and you end up getting choked out. So all of these things, I guess we sort of wanted to create a project that was different. But the thing that we were most frustrated about was that most DeFi crypto and investment, they look to raise capital, and they're talking about what they're gonna do. We're gonna be this, or we're gonna be that, or we're gonna deliver this, or we're gonna deliver that. And the issue is that 99.9% of the projects within this space, they talk a lot and they don't deliver a lot. There's a real lack of execution within this industry with a lot of different projects. So we want to do it back to front. So instead of saying that we're going to start a project and we're going to do this or we're going to do that, we went, okay, we're going to invest our own money and we're going to build these things, and then we're going to raise capital to actually make those utilities even better. So we're actually launching with a deck swap, Launchpad, an online e-learning course academy. NFT marketplace, a lottery dApp, a staking platform, a farming platform. We're also going to have like a referral, I guess incentive. We've built also an affiliate marketing dashboard and affiliate marketing compensation plan that people that actually onboard into that agent package can actually sell our products and services and earn commission that's based on a fiat sales revenue amount, but is paid in reward miner coin tokens. So we're kind of doing a lot of stuff that people can actually see, and I'm actually going to take you through some of it, during the AMA, so you can see what we've done so far. The few things that I guess are still in the works, and a few of the dApps we're waiting on audits for, but we're getting those done sort of in the background at the moment, and they'll be live and operational by the 31st of August when we go live after our 27th of August pre-sale. So, but then outside of, I guess, those blockchain utility services, you also have 8 different, I guess, real world Australian based companies that are going to be delivering tangible products and services that are going to be sold, within the crypto space, but also externally of the crypto space. They're going to be, products and services that every, business and consumer, has a need for. And that need has nothing to do with what the crypto market is doing at the time. So whether we're in a bull market or bear market, it has absolutely no bearing on our ability to turn revenue, which can generate trading volume. And that's really, really important, because in bear markets, the taps turn off. And if you don't have a way to actually drive sustainable trading volume when the market's not going so well, then your project can die. So we built these businesses and this, I guess, umbrella company structure to drive sales revenue that will drive more sustainable trading volume back into the token that has nothing to do with market sentiment, so that we can deliver more sustainable and reliable passive income to our investors.
Great, Luke. So yeah, I think you're saying you've got a presentation for community investors to go through, because it's a huge project. So we've got lots to go through. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to do
So
a presentation, that'd be great.
cool. So this here is our online e-learning course and coaching academy. So you can actually host. So if anyone actually wanted to host and sell their courses on the Reward Miner online e-learning academy, you can. There's a fee to host a course, and then we take a clip of margin off whatever you sell the course for. So there's a 30% commission that we take on the revenue of the course. And we've got a stack of different training courses on there as well. Now, it's not just crypto related courses, right? So we've got, how to, like, web development courses and cooking courses. Like, there's a whole stack of different types of like learning or training that we've got available on there. So the whole idea of, I guess, this online e-learning course and coaching platform is to actually drive people into, I guess, this centralized place to learn about all the things that they're currently interested in, but then also provide them, I suppose, subliminally, I guess, training courses where they can actually access and learn how to trade and, learn more about crypto as well. So it's all about creating pathways where we can drive wider level adoption of investors and bring new investors into the DeFi crypto sector. Because at the moment, crypto is a very finite, I guess, amount of money, with a finite amount of people. And, you can focus on, I guess, the people that are already inside crypto which is a very small amount compared to the global economy, or you can, try and target and bring more money that's external of what's there already, and bring that into crypto as well, which obviously helps your project, but also helps the industry as a whole. So that's our e-learning course academy. Then we've got a wallet. So our wallet, you can set up like a Ethereum wallet, a Polygon, like all the different chains. You can connect existing like MetaMask and Trust wallets, and I guess any other wallets through like Wallet Connect. You can deposit. So we've got on-ramp facilities. So you can actually deposit up to $300 off your credit card and without KYC. Once you actually purchase your crypto, you can then trade it. You've got like an exchange where you can trade all your different crypto projects. See my favorite there. So that's our wallet. And look, to be honest, it's not a wallet with a massive amount of bells and whistles. Like, it's secure. It has some features. It has some convenience in the fact that you can onboard, without having to go through like a centralized exchange to get money into your decentralized wallet or multi-coin wallet. But yeah, it's not going to I suppose, wow you in respect to the actual features of the wallet itself. But we will look to evolve it and build on, obviously, the foundation that we have, and it will get better over time. We've got a Launchpad. So it's a full multi-chain Launchpad. So you can mint and create all of your own I guess tokens across it's fully live at the moment, so people can have a play, but
We lost Luke there. I think the video's froze. Did we lose Luke there, Acti?
Yeah, I think so. I think he got disconnected.
Okay.
Just give it a minute. Bear with us for just a minute here, guys. I'm sure he's reconnecting. There we go. I think he's back.
Oh. Yeah, let me mute him. Hi, Luke. I think we lost you there. Are you back? No, it might still be having a connection
I
problem
think he
there.
joined the call. You have to unmute your mic. If you rejoin and we had to unmute you again, Luke.
Yeah, well,
I see him in the call, but I see,
here we go.
Oh.
Sorry, my internet tripped out, guys.
No problem.
All right, here we go. So before I lost you, I was just showing you that, you can go through and you can create, I guess, various different tokens on different chains. and you can take those through and then create a private sale, create a pre-sale, and projects can actually raise their funds. Now, we're going to be doing, I guess, some different things with this Launchpad, because there's a lot of different Launchpads out there, and a lot of them, to be honest, are relevant. They're never going to be able to compete apples with apples with the likes of PinkSale or DXL. And to be honest, it's not something that we're going to be able to do, I guess, in a short term either. But we're going to be going about, I guess, the way that we work very, very differently. So we're going to be taking tokens from projects, but we're actually going to be investing. So 50% of the tokens that we take from projects, we're actually going to use the reflections earned off those tokens to invest in the projects that we launch. So we're not going to dump their tokens after launch. We're actually going to support their chart and support them after launch. The other 50% of the tokens that we take from projects for launching them, we're actually going to offer as rewards to people that engage the project pre-sales themselves. So we're going to provide bonus rewards to, I guess, those that are engaged with our Launchpad and who buy a Launchpad NFT utility subscription. So this will be an annual subscription that will be tied to an NFT. It'll provide a rebate in reward miner coin tokens, like for the cost of the NFT, and it will also provide, I guess, ongoing staking rewards in RMC tokens monthly, which will be like funded by a rewards pool wallet, which will earn BUSD and buy RMC tokens using that BUSD, and then those RMC will be airdropped out to all the people that have this Launchpad NFT. But the key benefit is that anyone that's actually engaged and has one of those NFT Launchpad subscriptions, is that if they buy max on any of the project pre-sales that we actually run on our Launchpad, then they won't just get the tokens that they buy at that project pre-sale. They will get a share of the 50% of the tokens that we're taking from the project for actually launching them. So they're going to get bonus tokens. So a Launchpad, to be honest, is not really something that we're going to make a lot of money from. It's really about building, I guess, an ecosystem, and I suppose building a customer base and projects to partner with, that we can offer them other products and services like through the rest of our ecosystem and our businesses, and to actually bring investors in and reward them and build obviously a little bit of, I guess, emotional capital behind their experience with the reward miner coin project, so that they support us, and we generate a bit of a following. So that's what the main goal of our Launchpad is. Any questions on that, guys?
Yeah, it's a really interesting idea where you 50%, because with tokens at other large launchpads, they were sort of accused of dumping the tokens on the launch. So to give 50% away and then to give 50%, to keep them, that's a really cool idea for the Launchpad. That's something that's not been done before.
What a lot of businesses, I guess, get wrong is that they think that they need to make money every single area of the business. I mean, sometimes you can actually break even, or even be at loss in the left hand, but build something valuable that you can leverage and generate revenue in other parts of the business on the right hand. So the Teach Me Now Academy and the Launchpad are two of those sort of, I guess, building blocks or ecosystem components where we'll bring a lot of people in. will make it really, really lucrative for them. But then that will actually assist us expose them to the rest of the ecosystem and products and services where we will, generate, some significant revenue.
And going back to the learning courses, that's a great idea. Expanding outside of crypto to get new investors, maybe interested in crypto and eyes on the project. If you've got the reward miner adverts on the learning courses platform, so is it going to be web based, or are you going to have an iOS and Android app for the learning courses? And are you looking to do maybe subscription package in the future, or are you just going to keep it free for everyone to?
Yeah, so there'll be individual courses that, but there's also going to be like ongoing sort of subscription, based courses. We're probably going to look at sort of some bundles as well, like where, if people want to buy, multiple courses, they pay into sort of a membership, and they can get discounts off the course packages themselves. So there's a couple of different things that we're sort of like thinking about, from I guess a commercial positioning standpoint, which we'll sort of, I guess, once we sort of get launched and we start sort of generating some revenue and some customers, then we'll start sort of working on sort of chipping away at that.
And going back to the Launchpad, if an investor's holding the reward miner token or staking it, would they be able to get like whitelist spots on projects at launch there?
No, they have to own an NFT, Launchpad NFT subscription in order to get priority access to pre-sales and project pre-sales. See, Glenn, I think that what a lot of projects do with giving, tying, I guess, rewards and priority access to staking and all of these sorts of things is kind of stupid, because if you've got an investor that all they have to do is buy X amount of tokens or have X amount of tokens staked, then once they've got that many tokens staked, then there's no reoccurring revenue that's driving any value into the chart. Where if you make it a subscription, provide more value back to the investor to give them incentive to do that, then you're building reoccurring revenue streams that are actually like continuing to fund and drive trading volume that's driving, cash flow, like in marketing, back into the business's coffers that can then be used to actually promote and further expand the business. To have that sort of, I guess, priority access just tied for people holding a token or staking a token, where staking actually, it doesn't make you money. It actually costs businesses money, because businesses are actually like paying out rewards. So you're giving, I guess, an incentive for, investors to actually stake their tokens that are actually a cash flow suck on the business that's not actually generating any value back to the business. And it means that you can deliver those investors less reward, because if the business is not going very well, then it can't support the people that are a part of its community. So, our Launchpad will have the people that buy the NFT Launchpad subscriptions will get priority access to the Launchpad. The people that stake the tokens will stake their token because they're getting paid a 10% APR and concurrent BUSD rewards while staking. It won't have anything to do with the Launchpad.
And how much will the NFT annual subscriptions cost, and how many are you looking to mint?
So there's 1,000. They're going to be sold for $1,000 BUSD. You're going to get $250 rebated back to you. I guess against the cost of the $1,000 BUSD in reward miner coin tokens, less the 20% buy taxes. Then what's going to happen with the other $750 of the $1,000 that we raised for selling these NFTs is that that $750 is going to be used to buy RMC tokens, which is going to create a rewards pool wallet. Now, this rewards pool wallet will effectively it'll earn BUSD reward, just like I guess an investor's wallet, and then the BUSD rewards that's earned off this wallet will be used to buy RMC tokens every single month, and the tokens that are bought will be airdropped out equally to all of the holders of the NFT Launchpad subscription NFT, as essentially like a passive ongoing staking reward, which will compound over time. So they'll get $250 rebated back to them. So they're effectively over, if they hold those $250 worth of RMC tokens for long enough, they're going to get a BUSD reward that will offset the cost of the $1,000 NFT anyway. But then they're going to get RMC staking rewards, essentially, or bonus tokens paid to them each month, from the rewards pool wallet that we create from the sale of these NFT Launchpad subscriptions. But then they're going to get priority access to the Launchpad, all of our pre-sales. But then if they buy any they go max on any of the pre-sales that we actually launch on our Launchpad, they won't just get the tokens that they buy themselves at the rate of whatever the project is offering them for them. They'll get those tokens, plus they'll get a share of the 50% of the tokens that we take from the project itself. So they're going to get bonus tokens from participating and engaging in those project pre-sales. So it's going to be a really, really lucrative and rewarding, I guess, membership to be involved in.
Great, Luke. I mean, yeah, they're going to get their investment back pretty quick, and they've got a whole 12 months to join in the whitelist. But I'm wondering, some whitelists might only be 300, 500 spots. So how will it sort of be fairly done if there's 1,000 NFTs out there and they all want each whitelist, but there's not 1,000 spots available?
Yeah, so we've thought about that, and we're gonna, not everyone's obviously going to want to participate on every single, I guess, project pre-sale that is I guess launched on the Launchpad. But I mean, there's going to be some projects that are obviously going to be a lot more popular than others. So, we're probably going to have to randomize it. Like for ones that where there's, I guess, a limited amount of supply and they've got other whitelist spots and so forth, we're probably going to need to sort of, I guess, limit it and then sort of do like a draw. And then if there's like no, if a person sort of misses out on, I guess, being able to participate on like a whitelist spot, we might need to look at sort of, I guess, some compensation where, some of the tokens that are, I guess, are taken from the project, like for rewards, like for those that actually like invest max, that, they're issued some tokens like there. But I mean, we'll make sure that, with the people that are investing within that subscription, that, we deliver them some really, really good value. And I certainly don't think that they're going to be disappointed with getting involved in that subscription.
Great, Luke. And it's a very unique idea for the Launchpad, how you're doing it with the tokens that everyone, the projects would pay to be on the Launchpad. So have you been approaching projects? Have they been really interested in the way you're actually building this Launchpad and how it works?
Yeah, so we've actually already got a couple that I've got, I guess, some flirting interest. We haven't sort of really, we're only just sort of, finalized, the Launchpad itself. We had some awful issues, that we had to fix up with the token factory contract or component of the Launchpad that sort of slowed us down. Like, we were looking to launch the Launchpad about sort of 6 weeks ago, and do all the audits, but yeah, we had a bit of a nightmare with the token factory, because all the dependencies weren't working. I don't know specifically because I'm not a blockchain dev and I couldn't code a line of code to save myself, but they were having some issues with it. So, but they've resolved those now, and we're just waiting on the audit, which should be in play prior to the 31st of August when we do launch. Then we'll certainly look at sort of ramping up sort of discussions and getting some project booked in so that we can launch them and give some of our community some.
I think you've cut out there, Luke. We might have lost Luke there for a second.
Yeah, just give it a second. He's probably coming back.
Wait here a second, everyone. We'll just wait that up. Luke's back. Hi, Luke.
Oh. Sorry, guys. I'm having.
I think you've cut out again. We can't hear you, Luke, but I can see you sharing the screen there, yeah.
Here we go. All right, so that's the Launchpad. So what I'll take you through next. Now this has got to change a little bit before like we launch, but this is our staking platform. So we're going to be offering BUSD rewards as well as like staking APR, like concurrently. So people will be able to
I've lost your mic again there, Luke.
Sorry.
Yeah, we lost you there for a second there.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I might. I'll take you through, I guess, the rest of these, and I think I might get Josh to take over because I'm having all sorts of issues with my connectivity here. So yeah, this is a staking platform. So you're able to, I guess, stake a minimum of 50 billion tokens. Like with a 30-day minimum lock period, you'll get a 10% APR over the course of a year for staking those tokens. But you will also get your BUSD reward that will be paid to you whilst you're staking. So you don't have to, I guess, pick one or the other, so to speak. We've got our farming platform. And we've got our lottery. So we're going to have like just a fun lottery dApp where it'll be like a numbers base. You can buy tickets into the lottery and there'll be like an RMC prize pool that you can win like each week. And, the prize pool will actually compound because a percentage of the ticket purchase will actually go to buy RMC tokens. It will buy more RMC tokens each month that will go into the prize pool lottery pool. So just an extra, I suppose, value added service like within the ecosystem that people can have a bit of a gamble and have the opportunity to win some good prizes. We've got a voting as a service dApp. So just snapshots so people can go through and they can create proposals for the reward miner coin token. any holder can create a proposal, and then all of our I guess investor community can go through and vote if they are like RMC investors, and we'll provide, I guess, proposals and different motions like within here from time to time, and ask the community to give, I guess, their feedback so we can understand I guess general I guess community sentiment on different things that we're wanting to do. And what I'll do here.
I was also wondering how many devs are actually building it in-house and how many are outsourced, because I know the P2E game is being made by Newton Mint Labs. So have you got some of the utilities being built in-house and some outsourced?
Yeah, so most of it, like, we've contracted out and developed. Like, we've aligned with Cryptolik, who's been doing a lot of, I guess, our contract work for us, as well as SubX Finance Labs, who are a blockchain Web3 development company based in Singapore. So Adam's been fantastic with the work that he's done for us, and so yeah, we've got, I guess, some solid partners like within that space, but we will post launch look to actually get some internal paid I guess on book devs like for the company as well, just so that we've got, I guess, someone sort of around the clock. I mean, the providers or the contractors, companies that we're engaged with at the moment, we've got sort of service level agreements, and they're always sort of fairly available if we need to have anything done. But yeah, I mean, to have, I guess, an internal dev would certainly be, I guess, the ideal scenario.
Yeah,
this here,
yeah.
Sorry.
That's great. I'll let you carry on with the presentation. I've just unmuted Justin as well, who's one of your devs, I think, as well.
So this here is the affiliate marketing dashboard. So this is what all of the business builders that onboard into the Business Builder affiliate marketing program will get access to, that will help them, I guess, track all of their downlines or people that they onboard into the affiliate marketing program, and track their sales and their commissions. They can go through, like, log service tickets, and as I said, you've got their own specific, like, affiliate link that they can promote. They'll get a single sign-on to all of our websites and all our business websites, where they can actually promote and I guess the products and services of those websites, and they can share links like on social media and with friends and family, and anyone that clicks that specific tracking link that's tied to them, if they go through to make any purchases of that product using that link, then the Business Builder affiliate agent gets a 20% commission that's against the sales revenue that's generated. But then what happens is that just say, for instance, Glenn, you helped sell us a $3,000 website by referring us on to a friend of yours. They buy the $3,000 website. You get a 20% commission against that $3,000, but you don't actually get paid the 20% in, cash. What happens is that 20% is used to buy RMC tokens, and then the tokens that 20% has bought, then you get paid the RMC tokens of that. Now, if you were to introduce someone else into the Business Builder affiliate program, then it's $1,000 for them to onboard into it. they get immediately a 50% rebate of their $1,000 in reward miner coin tokens. So they become an investor, and you get a 20% commission for onboarding them into the program. But then if they go and sell a $3,000 website, then you get a 10% commission on that $3,000. Not paid to you in fiat currency, but it's paid to you. It's used to buy RMC tokens, and you get paid that in RMC tokens. So we've built this API that sits between this, I guess, back-end affiliate marketing dashboard, our websites, and our smart code contract, where we've got a dApp deployed. So what happens is that when the sales get tracked, or when a sale happens,
Sure, if you lost your mic there again, Luke. Are you there, Luke? Hi, Josh. Do you want to continue, or?
Yeah, let me just jump in for a second. Hey,
Hmm.
Glenn. Luke's obviously having some issues with internet, but he's covered the vast majority of the affiliate marketing onboarding program. You can see the website there. In fact, you can still see his screen moving, but for some reason his mic is gone. But I introduced myself. I'm Josh. I'm operations lead for Reward Miner Coin, and have been a part of the project since February. Got into crypto a year and a half ago, and kind of rode the wave with friends of, a couple of the big waves of 2021. I do want to show you in the chat. Justin is posting a few things. I'm just going to mention a few things, just that are maybe on the fun crypto side, and maybe just different than what people are used to with the crypto project, because Luke has mentioned a lot of the business utility. And I think the business utility, the business ecosystem that we have, is probably bigger. It's bigger than any project I've ever been aware of. And it may be one of the biggest launch ready business, as far as launch readiness, I mean. And so it may be one of the biggest launch ready business ecosystems in crypto history, honestly. And so he has showed a lot of those things. So I think a lot of that's clear, but a couple of things that I think are just important to keep in mind. One is, usually if you have staking, you can't also have BUSD rewards. And I imagine most of your listeners know that. They kind of don't work together, but we have solved that puzzle. So our contract actually allows for concurrent staking, and while your tokens are staked, you will still get 14%, your piece of that 14% reward pool. The other big thing I want to say is, I don't know if Luke talked about this. Did he talk about the massive first launch buy, Glenn? Did he mention that yet?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so our first buy at launch, everybody, is going to be somewhere around 100K. And so we've already generated $100,000, give or take, of revenue that from people onboarding into the business builder promotion and into the Moonshot promotion. And Justin's actually posted a graphic in the chat of both of those promotions. There's still a few available today, but they have to be purchased today. But we'll have about $100,000 that we'll make on the first buy at launch. We'll actually buy Reward Miner Coin. And so you'll have this 100K buy that we're going to spread all over the place, all over the crypto space. But what's going to happen then is we're going to have $100,000, less taxes and price impact of Reward Miner Coin in a wallet. That's going to be a huge wallet. It's going to collect BUSD rewards. And then every month, we're going to use those BUSD rewards to put them into a strategic buyback and burn wallet. And so that will be, ready for, key moments where we want to burn some extra RMC, buy back the chart at some key moments. And most projects just kind of hang on to those, and they never end up using them. And so the community kind of just gets frustrated because it just sits there forever. So we just want to commit to anybody in investing RMC, that we are going to use that, and there will be some key moments that we want to do that. So the reason I mentioned that strategic buyback and burn is because when that you have that is going to earn BUSD, that's going to make some big burn buys. You also have an 8% burn wallet that every month is going to buy RMC and burn it. And you also have a 2% tax mechanism that every 90 days is going to burn RMC. And all of those purchases feed off of each other. And that's one of the key things that I think tokenomics projects have failed on in the past. They have failed at really creating and using the power of tokenomics to generate self-sustaining impact. And where wallets that are buying RMC with reoccurring monthly repeating buys from the rewards, that's all additional volume that also feeds into all the other wallets that are making reoccurring and repeat buys. And so that's not something everybody's used to understanding about a crypto project or tokenomics projects, but some pretty special things I think about Reward Miner Coin, that where the ecosystem really can in many ways become more self-sustaining in terms of trading volume, even while we wait for the businesses to become significantly profitable and to drive additional trading volume. So I just wanted to make a note of that. You have any questions about that so far, Glenn, or you just want me to talk about a few more things?
That's great. Yeah. I think we've picked up on that, and yeah, you can carry on.
Yeah. So then, here's another example. So we have an NFT utility that as soon as the NFTs are ready to go, we're going to drop, and it's going to be something that's going to be pretty huge. It's the way it's going to happen. It's going to be like a lottery, but it's going to be kind of a friendly lottery, because you buy the NFT. The goal is to just feed the community with ROI. That's the goal. And so they're investors. They should be fed with ROI. And so we're going to sell a large pool of NFTs that we think are going to be pretty hot. And that's going to generate another $100,000 wallet. And that $100,000 wallet will earn BUSD and then buy Reward Miner Coin every single month. And we'll have a drawing that goes out to a prize pool of, let's say, 10 winners. And if you can kind of get your mind around, a $100,000 wallet's going to have pretty high BUSD rewards, and it's going to buy a lot of Reward Miner coins. So like that first prize could be 5 figures every single month. It's not unreasonable to think that. But what's also going to happen is we're actually going to allocate some of it to go back to everybody every month, so that every month somebody gets some of the ROI back on the NFT, and that will carry on ad infinitum. So as long as Reward Miner exists, if you own that, and if we sell out that NFT pool, we'll do another one. And so we've got some pretty cool utility ideas. That's just one that also, that monthly buy will feed everything else, even apart from all of the business volume. So did Luke talk about crypto in a box yet?
He hasn't, yeah, and that excited me. So yeah, let's go into crypto in a box.
Yeah, so crypto in a box, I think, is kind of one of the favorites for all of us. And the essence of crypto in a box is basically we're putting together an A to Z package for projects to get started from, conception, ideas, consulting, solving some of the puzzles that are difficult to solve in the DeFi space, and then how to actually really provide a project that can be really profitable. And one of the goals of crypto in a box that you should understand is through all of Luke and Andrew, our COOs, networking in the business world, especially in the mining industry in Australia and really abroad, is we want crypto in a box to actually provide vehicles for capital funding for various business ventures in the real world that can be funded through DeFi and then provide serious ROI to investors in the DeFi space. And so it's another bridge between real world business and DeFi. And some of the things that are cool about it is we can give people who aren't used to DeFi a good first experience of DeFi. We can consult with them to help them lead a project. We can launch the project. But some of the things that are cool as far as trading volume for reward miner coin, just to kind of dream about and think about a little bit, it's pretty likely that some of these projects that we put together as a result of our work will actually use reward miner coin in their own tax structure. So if you can imagine a project all of a sudden wants to provide its rewards in reward miner coin, then they're going to be buying reward miner coin all the time in order to generate trading volume through reward miner coin in order to give rewards to their investors. So we envision that actually being fairly common as a part of the crypto in a box trading volume business mechanism. But then it does bigger things than just that. It really does give us opportunity to bridge the gap between real world and DeFi. As Luke says, you know, there's tons of people within their network of relationships who have money just to throw away everywhere. And so we're going to seek to network on that for real business ventures that can then bridge the gap into DeFi.
Awesome, Josh. And another area we've not touched on yet, which I got excited about, was the mining equipment store and containerized crypto mining solutions. It's an Australian mining facility where clients can remotely manage crypto mining hardware. So I'm wondering, is that how it's going to work? You'd buy that in the store, and then that would be stored in a warehouse for you, and then you could sort of remotely control what would be mined in the future.
The big picture with that is we have a governance token called XMiner, and the XMiner token is going to get launched a couple months after Reward Miner. The main utility of XMiner will be twofold at this stage. One is you can stake your XMiner tokens, but what you will get paid in is RMC tokens, which can compound your RMC bag, which will pay you more BUSD from your RMC bag. The other big one, which is what you're getting at, Glenn, is an actual containerized mining, actual facility in Australia. So we actually already own a piece of land in Broken Hill, Australia, where the containerized mining facility is going to go. And so Luke has been working with architects on designing those containerized facilities. We'll have the ability to purchase a mining system that can go in those facilities. So they're kind of expensive. They're about $14,000 to buy, give or take. But what we've been told and what we're seeing is the ability to actually return your ROI on those mining those mining systems in under 6 months. And so, but that's actually going to be, people are going to be able to purchase those. They're going to go into a mining facility and be able to mine their own crypto. We just provide the service.
Josh, yeah, I was reading that that 7 business modules are already registered businesses in Australia as well.
We have one business that's the overarching business, and then we have 7 businesses that are all legal incorporated entities. In fact, you can, if you want to know, we've done everything we can to try to make this as legitimate as possible, to be both legally accountable and financially accountable. So we have Integrity 22 overseeing our finances. We have, but then we have the legal accountability because we've spent a lot of money to make sure that with legal counsels and costs to actually incorporate businesses is actually done right. And so we do have 7 incorporated businesses and a group of umbrella businesses that you can actually go online and verify. So if you go through our white paper and look at the businesses, you can actually just look those up and verify that, we're not just blowing smoke.
Josh, and we haven't touched on RM Galaxy, which is online shopping there. What's happening there for investors?
Reward Miner Galaxy is an online shopping platform, and it's not just for coffee mugs with our little RMC miner logo on it or something. It's going to sell a whole host of products, and so it's been getting our CTO Drew has been loading up Reward Miner Galaxy with the products that we're going to be reselling. All the products will get drop shipped and sent out directly to buyers. And so all kinds of things will be for sale on there that, we're trying to pick more high demand items that can get shipped all over the world, primarily targeting the US. Yeah, just basically a major online shopping center.
So I think we should tell the community investors, I was reading there's 12 core team members, but the extended team's over 100 people on board as well.
Yeah, it's the size and scope of Reward Miner is pretty crazy. So, there's the core team, but then when you have someone who's going to be overseeing Reward Miner Galaxy, and you have someone who's going to be over Reward Miner ICT, and you've got someone who's leading Reward Miner Digital Me, and you have a whole team of people at Reward Miner Digital Me that we're contracting through and reselling for, the number of people involved in Reward Miner Coin who are ready to go at the ready as sales happen is pretty crazy.
Josh, and we haven't touched on the P2E miner themed game as well. I think Newton Mint Labs is creating the game. What's going to happen around?
Yeah, so that's changed just a little bit. We've put the miner game on hold for now, and so it's going to be it's something we're looking into. We're actually probably going to shift who is actually doing the work, and we'll just update everybody when all of those decisions are made.
Cool. And we haven't gone into the tokenomics, how that will work out. There's 14% BUSD rewards. It's a 20% taxes out on the buys and sells. And what's the breakdown of the buy and sell tax?
Yeah, so 20% tax on buys and sells, 14% both buys and sells. And the 14% of that 20% or 70% of it will return to investors through BUSD rewards. 2% goes to marketing, 2% goes to liquidity, and then the other 2% goes to an automatic buyback and burn that will build up and actually burn every 90 days.
And I noticed you've got a partnership with Vault Finance. Is that for the staking feature? I think we've touched on the staking. How does that work? Is it locked or unlocked staking for investors?
No, actually, the partnership with Vault is to do with our sellless DEX swap. And so Vault has a sellless DEX exchange, and we have a sellless DEX swap. And the only reason that don't have a full exchange is because there were some difficulties in the contract to connect to the exchange and still retain the staking plus BUSD rewards that we're offering. So we have a sellless DEX swap. We're going to share liquidity. So there's an important point you need to know that everyone should know is on Pink Sale, it says that our liquidity is locked for 30 days. Well, the reason for that is because we have our own DEX swap. We have to migrate some of our liquidity to our own exchange, and so that our partnership with Reward Miner Coin, Vault Finance, and then also True DeFi. So there's 3 different projects that are partnered for this decentralized exchange, sellless decentralized exchange, are all going to share transaction fees. And so we've already got a huge list of projects that are going to be listed on our swap. But that's the partnership with Vault is primarily to share transaction fees through the sellless exchange.
That's great, Josh. And you're at stage 1 pre-sale at the moment. Is the whitelist spots, or can anyone get involved? And then you go into pre-sale next in a few days, I think.
Good question. So our pre-sale is this Saturday, August 27th on Pink Sale. Begins at 1 o'clock UTC or 9 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. And the first hour on Pink Sale is going to be whitelist only. And then it will go public if the hard cap hasn't filled. Hard cap is 940 BNB. If the hard cap isn't filled after an hour, it will go public. If you want a whitelist, one thing you can do is join our Telegram chat and stick around for any remaining whitelists that get thrown out. The other thing you can do is today, if you look in your chat and at the Moonshot launch, Moonshot Pitch Battles promotional flyer, you can actually pay 300 BUSD. That'll get you 50 billion reward miner coin tokens, all the benefits of the Moonshot Pitch Battles that are on that flyer, which are really pretty significant. And it also comes with a whitelist. But that's due today. Today's August 25th. You got, you know, seven hours or so left in order to buy into that, which will give you a whitelist. The whitelist then gives you the chance to buy minimum 0.1 BNB to maximum 5 BNB. And then we'll be handing out a few in our chat here over the next day or so.
Okay, great, Josh. And I think there's a vesting period for private sale investors and pre-sale investors.
Yeah, so our private sale and priority pre-sale investors invested back in February and March. So they've already been holding for like 6 months. The private sale, and that was about 1,390 BNB was raised in about 5 weeks. The private sale investors are vested for 12 months, so they can't sell anything for 12 months. The priority pre-sale investors are vested for 6 months. And then for pre-sale, there is no vesting at all.
That's great, yeah. And what's the marketing plans after launch? What you're planning around that? And did we touch on what smart contract audits you'll be having on the reward miner?
Yeah, so our InterFi audit is already complete. Our SpyWolf audit is already paid for. We're just waiting to get it back from them. We were hoping to have Certic done already, but they're several weeks out. So it sounds like we're maybe not going to have our Certic audit complete maybe till the week after launch, but that's going to be done also. So we're going to have 3 different audits on file. And then marketing is kind of a whole bunch of different things. We're going to be continuing to reward our community for all of their work in marketing. And because it really, at the end of the day, I mean, this whole thing's about the community and the community of investors. And so we're going to be rewarding our community for marketing work. We've got we'll be continuing some pretty significant AMAs leading up to launch and then post-launch. And then we'll also be beginning to onboard more people into the business builder. And so they're going to be getting paid essentially to start their own business, which frankly, I just think is pretty cool. So rather than asking everybody to just shill for free all the time, they can actually sell all of our products and services. And I'm not sure everybody understands what that means when we say that, because that means they can sell a website. That means they can onboard another business builder agent. They can sell products off of our online shopping platform, which is they can sell Ring Central phone systems. I don't know if Luke mentioned that, but RMICT we're a reseller for Ring Central phone systems, which if you've never heard of it, that's fine. But Harley Davidson motorcycles globally uses Ring Central phone systems. So they're not a small player when it comes to, telephone communications. And so our business builders can resell those things. And so our business builders are going to be a key part of our marketing strategy. And then we're also going to target our marketing. So, every month, our monthly burn wallet is going to make one big buy of reward miner coin. And it's going to be a big green candle. And then we're going to burn it. And then every month we've got the airdrop buy, and it's going to be one big buy. And then every 90 days we've got a major burn buy that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to market and get out into the crypto space around some of those bigger mechanisms, just to get eyes on us, so people can see the effect that really, I think the genius of Luke's mind and others has created here. So we're going to focus our marketing at these really key moments that happen every few weeks or every 90 days in order to really generate eyes where people can see, oh, you guys are getting ready to burn like $150,000 in one buy, then maybe I should get in on something like that.
Gosh, let's open it up to community investors. Let's see, Sayad, you had a question for Josh here at Reward Miner. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so you are also planning on creating your own news hub, which will incorporate your industry news websites and content marketing solutions, mining news, etc. So I want to know that are you planning on creating your own news agency, or you will be taking news from various sources for your news hub? How will that work?
Yeah, great question. So really two things. This is our own news agency. It's our own advertising agency. It's one of our legally incorporated businesses, and there's going to be 3 different websites to cover different things. One of them is going to be for real world business news and advertising, especially in the mining sector, in the business mining sector, where Luke and Andrew's influence is primarily for them to advertise their products and services. And then 50% of that revenue will all turn into trading volume and Reward Miner coin. We'll also have Crypto News Hub, which will focus on advertising for crypto projects, as well as advertising for ourselves. But we want it to be a real news hub for the whole crypto space in general. And so, yeah, this is our own news agency, and it's going to work both in the real world and in the crypto world. Good question.
Got it. Thank you for explaining that. Okay, moving to my next question. So I've also read about Moonshot events. You also mentioned about it, which will include virtual business events and as well as hosting of the Emmas. So I was wondering that will virtual events only be related to crypto, or outside crypto businesses will also be able to host events?
Yeah, actually, it's both. It's both also. So if real world businesses want to come in, we're going to provide. We have an online platform that's built already, and they can come into that online platform and make pitches for their products, invite their networks into into the event platform, and make pitches for their products and services, both in real world business. And then also we're going to do kind of a fresh AMA format where crypto projects can come in and kind of just do pitch battles, where they get 15 or 20 minutes to pitch their project, and then there's a winner, and so the revenue that's generated through both of those, whether it comes through the real world or crypto, where projects can square off against each other a little bit, will generate trading volume through Reward Miner coin also.
Okay, got it. Thank you for clearing that up as well. So on your NFT marketplace, I can see around 500 robot NFTs developed by a gaming company called C4N5. So I was wondering that is C4N5 separate entity, or it's under the Reward Miner umbrella?
Yeah, so we're actually getting ready to develop. We actually are developing a new NFT marketplace and a whole host of new NFTs. So the robots were our first NFT marketplace, and for reasons I won't go into, we're not entirely sure what's going to happen with that one yet. But we've also almost got a new NFT marketplace squared away, and we're going to be launching, when it's all squared away, we're going to be launching a whole new host of NFTs. And so even in the Whalecoin chat, Justin just dropped a sampling of the NFTs. Now the NFTs he dropped there are actually NFTs that we're going to be giving away every single day for a year. So they're pretty cool, and we're going to be giving away one NFT for 365 days, which frankly I think is pretty cool. I mean, who does that? So now those will be given away for community engagement, shilling competitions, game winners in our chat. They're really just to drive all of the community engagement and kind of a different marketing element too, with a significant reward. So, and then we've got some other NFTs that will be developed for, our raffle utility, our Launchpad utility, and quite a few other things that will be developed too. So, but a lot of the NFTs that you'll see coming out of Reward Miner will shift from robots to varieties of Reward Miner NFTs.
Okay, got it. And these NFTs is also include the NFTs created by the Newton Mint Labs, right?
Now, these NFTs are being created by Tyrant Empire.
Okay, got it. And I also saw some of these robots NFTs are sold, so the owners will be getting refund for these NFTs as well.
That's probably what's going to happen, yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for answering. Over to you, Glenn.
The question, Syed. Let's move to Asia. You had a question for Josh here at Reward Miner. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Ken. So it's mentioned on Reward Miner Academy website that you are offering certificates and degrees to the students. I want to know what degree programs are you offering to the students and which university degree will students be getting? Because I can see you have partnership with various universities.
Yeah, so some of that is still going to be getting finalized. Some of the certificates and things will be for just the completion of various kinds of courses. But on Teach Me Now, it's there will be all kinds of there will be all kinds of courses available. So they won't just be like university level courses. We're actually going to develop some of our own courses that are going to be for trying to bring people down a path that will lead them from the real world and teach them everything they need to know about crypto. And so the number of courses on Teach Me Now and the scope of the courses or the different kinds of courses really are a lot more than just kind of university courses. They could be, somebody could build coursework on gardening. Somebody could build coursework on auto mechanics. Somebody could teach like a university level course. So all of the pieces of the puzzle in regards to like partnership with other universities and things, maybe something would become down the road.
Wonderful. So I was also wondering that at the moment, are you only offering courses in English language, and do you have any plan of expanding courses in other languages as well?
Yeah, I don't actually know the answer to that for sure. I wish Luke was here to answer that one. I think we probably would be open to that if there was a good market to expand that. But I think right now most of them will be in English starting out.
Okay, got it. And last question from my side. I want to know, will Reward Miner Academy organize any online career expo or job fair as well to bridge the gap between job seekers and companies or industries professionally?
I'm not aware of any plans for that right now, no.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for answering.
Thank you, Aisha, for your questions. Good questions.
For the questions, Asia, let's move to Western Beast. You had a question for Josh at Reward Miner. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. Hi, Josh. Okay, so I have two categories of questions. The first one about the educational content, and second one from some of the things you said in the AMA, and the third one from the Launchpad. So my first question is about the fact where you mentioned during the course of the AMA that there were glitches that you had to fix at a point in time during the project. I wanted asking, did your developers build this project from scratch or was it forked from another project?
Yeah, most of what we have developed has been developed from scratch or from previous work that the devs have done. Yeah, and then it has been fitted to make sure it works with all that Reward Miner Coin is offering.
All right. So I want us to talk about the educational content that will be provided. You've mentioned a lot of things, but please, I want you to circle back. I wanted to ask, would you be running it like Udemy? I mean, we all know how Udemy works. I noticed the fact that you mentioned earlier that you'll be providing content from a wide variety of subjects. So would you be running it like Udemy? And would there be a marketplace and what payment methods are available for those who provide this content and those who want to learn?
You know, I'm actually not that familiar with Udemy, and so I'm not sure. Good question, and I just don't know.
Okay. I'll just give you a little description of how Udemy works. Maybe you can check it out later. If I am a tutor on Udemy, I put a course on Udemy, and I set my charge, and maybe with a money back guarantee and stuff like that. Speaking of money back guarantee, would there be a money back guarantee on your project?
You mean could you go on Teach Me Now Academy and load up courses and make money off of them? If absolutely you could.
Okay. All right. So the next question I wanted asking, would this content be reviewed by a moderation team from Reward Miner Token before it's approved to be posted?
Yeah. So as we develop it, we're gonna have develop. You know, so we're reselling courses from another organization, and so they'll already be filtering a lot of the content for us. And so what's already posted on our website has already been filtered by through the standard of the organization that we're reselling courses for.
Okay. All right. So my next question now. Okay. I think you just already answered. I wanted asking the requirements that the tutors have to meet before they can actually pose this question. But since you said that they'll be getting it from other sources, I think that also answers the question. Okay, my next question is about the priority. Now, you said the higher priority of attention will be given to those who hold NFTs. Would this also
Sure.
extend to those who hold NFTs as students and as tutors?
Can you ask that question again? You cut out just for a second.
Okay. I was asking that you were emphasizing on the fact that higher priority will be given to those who hold the reward miner NFTs. So would this priority also affect the students and the tutors who hold these NFTs?
I'm not sure. I think it might be two different things. So Luke was talking about NFTs in regards to our Launchpad, I think. I'm not aware of any NFTs for the teaching and coaching courses.
All right. So my final question on the education and digital content. So I am not asking, as a content provider, can I opt in as a content creator for the Digital Me and also as a tutor for the Teach Me Now Academy, and then earn simultaneously in different ways from both of them?
Glenn, did you catch the question there?
No, I think you cut out shortly into that. Some of it was
Okay.
about content creators.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. As a content provider, can I opt in as a content creator for Digital Me and also simultaneously as a tutor for Teach Me Now Academy and earn passively from both of them?
Yeah. So if you want to, like if you wanted to sell your own courses on Teach Me Now, you could do that. Digital Me is more for where we're selling technology services. But if you were a business, if you opted into our business builder affiliate marketing, then you can gain commission off of selling our Teach Me Now courses to people and off of selling all of the technology services that Digital Me offers to people. Yes, you can get commission across both of those.
All right, Josh. Here's my final question concerning your Launchpad. Now, most projects usually use a tiering system. This tiering system is organized in such a way that certain category of people have access to top tier tokens depending on what or how much that they have. And this tiering system also ensures that only top projects that have gone through rigorous external and internal KYC and audits stay in this top tier for highest safety of the investor funds. Would you be using a tiering system based on how much the developers of the application have undergone KYC and also paid? And would you also be rendering this high level project to investors who are the highest bidders on the project?
Yeah, so our goal is we want to keep people safe. We want to keep people safe. And so we're not just going to throw anybody onto our any new project onto our Launchpad. We all know that 90% of new projects in the BSC right now are scams, and so we're only our project has a high level of legal legitimacy, financial accountability, a doxed team, and we're going to expect all of those same standards for everyone who is going to be launched on our Launchpad too.
All right, Josh. I'll be joining your Telegram group. That'll be all the questions from my end. You really had great answers to all the questions. Thanks for your patience. I really wish your project the best, and I hope you guys stay bullish moonward. Over to you,
Hey,
Glenn.
thank you so much.
Thank you for the questions, Weston. Let's move on to Venice. You had a question for Josh at Reward Miner. Go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Hi.
Okay, can I speak up? Hello.
Oh, Josh has jumped in. Wait a second, Josh. I was just
Hello.
going to Venice. Venice, are you there?
Yeah, Glenn, I'm here. Okay, thanks, Glenn, for the opportunity. So, Josh, I have a few questions to ask from you. So, I read that on 1st August, Newton Mint Labs, the makers of Revival of Avalanche, accused you of not paying them the second installment, and you guys took money out of the NFT marketplace wallet. So, please tell us, was this matter solved, and how did they respond to your reply for this matter?
So we've made a public statement in our Telegram that you're welcome to go and read. I'm not going to get into all the details of it right now. But as far as the business transactions and the finalization from a business standpoint, everything that we're going to say about it is on our statement, and we're waiting for final kind of resolution as far as business goes.
Oh, so you mean they didn't reply to your announcement or your reply, right?
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for it all to be finalized.
Okay, awesome. And I also read on your website that you guys have a 20% buy tax and you will list your project and exchanges. So I think it would be difficult to list with that much percentage on the major exchanges. And secondly, I think large investors don't like to give 20% of their money. So will there be any premium membership or any discount given to the large investors?
So what? Two things. One is when it comes to the 20% tax, you have to remember that 70% of that is going back to BUSD rewards, and so 70% of it is going back to investors. The second thing about it is if we get past launch volume and the project steadies out and we're just building the businesses, if it becomes necessary to lower the tax in order to continue to generate buy and sell trading volume from individual investors, then we're pretty well aware of just kind of what our tax structure is, and we'll be glad if it's the right move at the right time to lower the tax structure. We're also aware that our token is designed for decentralized exchanges. It's not designed for centralized exchanges. And so there's in our roadmap, if you look at our white paper, there's a possibility of us creating a token that's low tax, that would also continue to feed into the reward miner ecosystem that would generate awareness on the centralized exchanges. But I think something that's really important for everyone to understand about reward miner coin is that most crypto investors are used to only trading volume coming from buys and sells from investors, but that's not what we're doing. And so what reward miner coin is doing is actually generating real businesses that actually generate real income, that bridge the gap from the real world to the crypto space. And so if those businesses grow, and let's say each of them is doing $1 million a year in sales, that's a whole bunch of trading volume coming through reward miner coin, and that's just kind of the beginning. So one of the things that I like to tell people who say no one will buy a 20% tax token is they will if they get good ROI. They will if they get good ROI. So at launch price, for instance, it doesn't matter how big of a buy you make. If everybody bought in at launch price, it only takes $20.6 million in total volume to fully repay your investment just in BUSD rewards. That doesn't include capital gains. That doesn't include staking, or any airdrops. That's just purely in BUSD rewards. And so I actually think the ROI potential just in rewards within our tax structure is really significant. But remember, it's not just about individual investors' buys and sells. Now's just the cheapest time where you can get in, buy the most reward miner coin, so that as those businesses grow and generate real trading volume, you will actually be able to generate the most BUSD rewards.
Okay, I understand. I think this 20% will also help you out in your anti-whale policy that restricts the maximum single sale transaction to 500 billion tokens, right?
Yes, correct. So our anti-whale policy is the maximum sale transaction is 500 billion tokens in one transaction, correct?
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for answering my questions, Josh. Thanks.
Good questions. Thank you.
Thank you for the questions, Venice. Unfortunately, we've run out of time today. We could talk maybe for 4 hours. You know, it's a big project. We've got massive amounts of utility, and you know, the utility is unique in some aspects. Where I went into the mining equipment store and containerized crypto mining solutions and the crypto in a box. The great ideas that you've come up with to bring into crypto. So I'm excited for the future for Reward Miner. It's been great speaking to Luke and Josh today. As we always say, welcome talks for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice, but you can check out the website, the white paper, and the official socials there in our main chat. And I'm looking forward to the future for the team and community, Josh. It's been great speaking today.
Thank you so much, Glenn. Thank you to Whalecoin Talk. Thank you to everyone who jumped in and participated with us today. Thank you for your questions. Good questions. Jump into our Telegram for all the information leading to pre-sale this Saturday at 1 o'clock UTC. Thank you, guys and gals. Appreciate it. Thank you, Glenn, for hosting.
Josh, I think we've got spin the wheel as well for 2 lucky winners, $50 each.
Yeah. Got the wheel here. I hope everybody can see the share screen. I'll shuffle it a bit around, and I'll spin it for the first winner, $50 each. I'll grab your IDs and we'll contact you after. And as always, guys, we still have the chat locked, and there's been a lot of interesting content posted in the chat as we've been talking here. So make sure you go through all of it, and I'm sure some of you still have questions and want to get engaged a little bit further. So don't hesitate. Join the socials. Go to the official website. There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of utilities, a lot to learn about, a lot to be involved with, and a lot of ways to earn a little bit of something for yourself. So as Glenn said, yes, we are an educational channel. Do your own research. There's a lot of research to do on this one, but there's a lot of very good information out there. And if you still have questions, don't hesitate. Join the Telegram. Join all their socials, and there'll be somebody there to answer any and all of your questions. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. This has really been an awesome one, and thank you to Josh and to Luke for putting this in front of our community. It's really been really cool one. So thank you to the whole Reward Miner team for being here with us today. It's really been great. Yeah.
Hey, and sorry guys for my internet issues. It's been a bit of a nightmare this morning, but thankfully I had Josh there to sort of pick up where I'd dropped off. So
no problem, Luke. Yeah. Josh is a great speaker for the Project Reward Miner as well, and yeah, it's been great speaking to you and Josh today. And take care, and I'm looking forward to and excited for the future for Reward Miner.
yeah, no worries. Thanks, Glenn.
Yeah, I'll finish the recording and send over a copy for you to share with the community, and I'll send that into our main chat for our investors that couldn't join the call tonight. But it's been awesome speaking to Luke and Josh, and yeah, like I say, it's super exciting, and it's great for our community investors to see these really big, exciting projects, with unique ideas coming in to Woke and Talk.
Yeah, fantastic. You guys always put on some really great AMAs, so there was no way we are going to miss coming through Wildcoin Talk to present the project. I've always been a big fan of what you guys do.
Awesome, Luke. Take care.
Thank you everybody for tuning in.